Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today I want to talk about 10 things I want changed in Hogwarts Legacy. Now don't get this wrong, I'm really enjoying my time with Hogwarts Legacy. I think it's an absolutely brilliant game and I can't believe we got to make our own wizard in a Harry Potter game. Now I don't know how well this game sold, but presumably it sold really well. And it also broke streaming records for a single player game on Twitch with over 1.2 or 3 million people watching concurrently. So that's something. People are really wanting to tune into this game, and this just opens the door for more Harry Potter games in the future. There are some things in Hogwarts Legacy that I just do not enjoy, and I don't think why they are there or why they are the way they are. So let's get into 10 things that I want to see changed in Hogwarts Legacy. The first overhaul or change I want to see in Hogwarts Legacy is the fast traveling system. I just don't know why they made it the way it is, because you see these, if you have played Hogwarts Legacy, you have these fast traveling points all over the map, and for some reason when you walk over to them in game you can't interact with them. It's like if you couldn't interact with the in-game bonfires in the Souls games, I believe Dark Souls and maybe Demon Souls and Elden Ring, because you can go over to the bonfires in Elden Ring and you can fast travel to wherever. Now I don't know if they're called bonfires in Elden Ring, I haven't played Elden Ring so I just don't know, but let's call them bonfires for the sake of calling them bonfires. Now imagine if the bonfires were just there for aesthetic purposes. You wouldn't be able to use them in-game kinda, but you had to go to your map and then choose which specific bonfire you want to travel to, and then you can travel to it, instead of if you just happen to pass by a bonfire, then you can fast travel. Now I think they should have it both ways. You know, it just seems pretty cool if you could just walk over to the Floo powder thing and then travel, but you have to open your map to then fast travel. Obviously there's a case for is there too much fast traveling in games these days, because some games have a lot of fast traveling and some games have little to no fast traveling, like the God of War games. You can't just fast travel anywhere pretty much. In Hogwarts you can practically travel pretty much to any room in Hogwarts. Now Hogwarts is a really big place, so that's probably why it's there, but you get my point. Now I don't know if this is a bug or a feature. It is walking through doors. Some doors have this weird loading to them. There's like this weird circling loading thing on the handles. Some doors don't open instantly. You have to wait. You walk into them and they're supposed to open instantly. But some doors you walk into them and then you maybe have to wait 3-4 seconds for them to open for some reason. I don't know again if it's a bug or a feature, because some doors are bigger than others, so they may require more loading, but it just kinda bugs me when I have to hurry to a place and then I get stuck on the door for 3-4 seconds. It's kinda annoying, especially in this modern day with modern hardware. They should be able to instantly load. Next up we have staircases, and it's not the biggest thing in the world. If they don't change it, I don't mind, but it's being able to jump staircases and no invisible walls on these staircases, because for some reason some of these staircases have invisible walls on them, so you can't jump the staircases. You know, when you just want to get downstairs quickly, so you jump the railing, you can't do that in Hogwarts Legacy. I mean, on some staircases you can do it, but it's just when it's very low to the ground. You can't do it if you are pretty high up. Now, how cool would it be if you could just jump down on the staircases? It's an open world game. It's a game. Who cares if it's not the most realistic thing in the world? But that also brings me to another thing. It's that when you're flying around Hogwarts, you can't just land your broom anywhere. How cool would it be if you could land your broom on the Hogwarts roof? I think that would be so cool. I just attempted it and it's not possible, unfortunately. It's not possible either to jump off your broom, but I think it would give a lot more freedom if you were able to just jump off your broom, even if you're high in the air, or land on the roof of Hogwarts if you wanted to. Now this next thing is not a Hogwarts Legacy issue, it's just issues with game in general. Is that unintentional dialogue skip that is so annoying, because you know when you're talking to a character, you walk a little too fast and you go in maybe to the next room or something like that, you unintentionally walk into an area that activates a new dialogue option. I just think that characters should be able to finish their dialogue before moving on to the next dialogue. As I said, it's not just a Hogwarts Legacy issue, it is an issue with most games.
I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
But it's still annoying because you want to hear what the character has to say, but you accidentally walk a little too far away, or you activate a new dialogue option. One thing that really bugs me in this game, besides the bugs, is the 2 menu system. I don't know why the game has 2 menu systems. Now you know exactly what I'm talking about. We have that field guide menu, and then we have a regular menu. I just think that on PlayStation, the big button in the middle, the touchpad, should just open the map, and that should be it. It should just be the map, and if you press the options button, then you should bring up the actual menu, the pause menu, with all of the settings and gear and stuff like that. I just don't know why we need 2 of them. Either have the field guide menu or just have the normal looking menu that you see in pretty much every game. And that brings me on to the next issue, is that for some reason you cannot toggle the HUD on or off. Now obviously you can remove the HUD, but there's no easy way to toggle it on and off like in God of War. In God of War you can, by using the touchpad, you can toggle different HUD options. Now how much more convenient would it be if Hogwarts Legacy didn't have any HUD cluttering the screen, because it's a beautiful game and I think you should be able to see everything on the screen, because Hogwarts is a beautiful place and the Scottish Highlands are a beautiful place. Now imagine if you could, by the touch of a button, let's say the touchpad on the PlayStation 5, bring up the HUD. That would just be so much more brilliant, because right now just tapping the touchpad does absolutely nothing. Now imagine if you could just tap the touchpad lightly and then maybe it permanently brought up the HUD, and if you touch it again it removes it, or if you just press the touchpad it brings up the HUD for about 5-10 seconds. I think that would be a brilliant option and I think they should patch it in. Now for this next thing, I don't know how many times you're going to encounter this problem. I only encountered it once so far, and that was when I was about 5 hours into the game, and it is not allowed to equip high level gear. I believe I was level 9 at the time and I had a gear that was level 10, and for some reason I was not allowed to equip it until I reached level 10. Now it's not the only game that does this, but I don't know why it does that. Now someone explained to me why they would gatekeep a gear set until you reach a certain level. Now I may not be the most well versed in RPGs, but if you have a reason, please explain it to me in the comments. I just wanna know why they would do such a thing. Another thing related to gear is that not being able to collect gear because gear slot is full. I know obviously you can expand your gear slot by completing Merlin trials. Now I don't know why gear slots is tied to Merlin quests or trials. It just has no in-universe explanation. But I don't know, maybe I am the only one who finds it annoying that you're not being able to collect all the gear that you find around the world. If your gear slot is full and you sell some gear or you complete a Merlin quest, you should be able to go to a chest and then find all the gear you have collected and pick what gear you want, if they're not going to just give it all to you or allow you to have all the gear that you want. And that segues greatly into my next thing, is that for some reason that I don't understand, they don't have all the gear in your gear slot, because there are about 3 gears that I have unlocked right now, but if I go into change appearance, there are multiple things that I can choose from. I don't understand why they would just put everything in the normal gear slot, and then if I want to change the appearance of that particular item, I can just press change appearance and then I can choose from that long list of things instead of having, as of right now, only 3 items to pick from. And then when I go into change appearance, I have about 6 different things I can choose from. Now why just not have it all in one place? Would be way more convenient, and then you actually don't have to go into the menu and then into another menu and then into another menu to see what you have. It's just absolutely ridiculous in my opinion. Another thing that is a problem with most open world games, and not just Hogwarts Legacy, is that straying too far away from the mission area fails your quest. So I went off exploring while I was in a quest. I didn't stray too far away, but I strayed a little bit because I found this monster in a lake that I wanted to kill because he looked interesting, and I killed him and I wanted to loot. Then I swam over to that thing and I strayed too far away from the quest, and I was like, maybe I can get this loot before the timer runs out. And then I swam to it, I collected the loot, but on my way back the timer ended and I failed the quest. So I had to do the quest over again. Now there was a good checkpoint system, so I didn't have to do everything again. And I think they let me keep the loot that I got even though I failed the quest. Now that's not a major thing, of course. You could just say that the player should mind their own business for just a little bit while they're in the quest, so nothing too major. Now again, we are talking about maybe a bug, or no, it has to be a bug, it cannot be a feature. It is the inconsistent hit detection or collision from other Hogwarts students. Because for some reason, I don't know if it's just my game, when you walk into students, some of them you can't walk through. You actually hit them and then they move accordingly. But others, you just can walk through them like they were phantoms. I don't know why some students are coded as solid objects while some other students are maybe coded as ghosts or phantoms, or it's just a bug that they're yet to fix. I just don't know why they haven't fixed it. The game has been out for 3 days now. Of course, it's been out in the early access type thing that you get for by purchasing the deluxe edition. As of today, it is February 9th. February 10th is the worldwide launch for the game. But I don't believe there have been any patches so far, so hopefully they will fix it coming February 10th when more people get their hands on the game. Well, not on February 10th, maybe a little bit after, because they have to get player feedback from the world over. And that brings me to the last thing. It is photo mode. Where is photo mode? Avalanche Software and Portkey Games and Warner Brothers. Now Warner Brothers, I know you can do photo mode, okay? I have seen photo mode in Gotham Knights. In Gotham Knights there is a photo mode. Why isn't it not in Hogwarts Legacy? Huh? Can you tell me that? Can you tell me why there's no photo mode in Hogwarts Legacy, Warner Brothers? Just please add photo mode to the game. It is, for crying out loud, it is Hogwarts is one of the most beautiful sceneries that I have ever seen in a game, and you don't have photo mode for some reason. You're totally missing out. Imagine how many pretty pictures you could take in Hogwarts Legacy, especially on your broom, flying in the sunset or sunrise. Oh man, I love photo mode. I love taking pictures in games. You know, I think that AAA games should come with photo mode as a standard. Obviously, Avalanche Software isn't too familiar with making AAA games, considering they have made a lot of tie-in or Disney games, such as Cars and stuff. So this is a completely different experience for them, but I think Warner Brothers could step in and, you know, be like, you know, we have photo mode in Gotham Knights, here's the coding for it or whatever, and add it into Hogwarts Legacy. Now I don't know if it works like that, but in theory they could add it if they wanted to. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the end of my list. So there were 10 things, maybe more, that I want to see changed, added into Hogwarts Legacy, the new Harry Potter game, which I really love. That's why I'm making this list, to make it even better for people in the future. Maybe for those people who don't have a PS5, Xbox Series X, and maybe S, and PC. So for those of you out there who are waiting for the game to come out on PlayStation 4 Pro, or PlayStation 4, or Xbox, whatever it's called, Xbox One? Is it called Xbox One? Or Nintendo Switch, you know, you're gonna have the complete experience Hopefully, if it comes out on Switch, I don't see Hogwarts Legacy running on the Switch. I just don't. But with that said, we have reached the end. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later. Goodbye.
Confringo, Levioso, Expelliarmus, Accio, Reparo, Lumos, Wingardium Leviosa, Glacius, Flipendo, Arresto Momentum, Depulso, Incendio,